Hi, Miss Ruth. Levi here at Courtesy Acura, and today I'm going to show you our 2019 Toyota Highlander. It is limited in all-wheel drive, so you have the all-wheel drive feature. It's not in all-wheel drive all the time. It's kind of helping save gas. You got your blinkers on the side here, your blind spot detection, so if someone is, on the highway in multi-lanes here and you can't see them, it'll light up on either side of your mirror and let you know not to change lanes. On the other side, I apologize, looks like we got hit by some bird bombs, and pollen rate's a little high, but we just got in this morning from the weekend. Obviously we weren't working on Sunday. Me and my fiance had to go to Berea, go to church with one of my buddies who came in from Louisville, so we weren't here. But anyway, this is the front of the body. The only fight that was on it, I say a fight, but they just looks like that they rarely are just barely bumped into somebody. Now it's got fog lights up here, and actually has a camera sensor up front right here, and it does have pre-collision control, which they probably had it off. You can turn it on and off, and that will actually stop you. Say someone slams on their brakes in front of you and you can't brake in time, it will brake for you. And it has adaptive cruise control where you can stay 1, 2, 3, or 4 car lengths behind someone on the highway, and stay in cruise control. And if they brake, it'll slow down for you without you having to hit the brake and then reset the cruise control. It'll stay however many car lengths you want behind you. Now here's the inside. Whenever you open up, you see the Highlander logo here. You've got the WeatherTech type floor mats here that are the Highlander ones. If you want to take them out, you just twist that knob on both sides there and pull it out. Got nice beige seats. Anytime you see seats with these little holes, usually they're vented. If they're leather, especially leather, meaning cooled. So cooled and heated seats. You have your memory seat settings here. So say you and your husband are driving, and one of you is a little shorter than the other. And I'm 6'5", so I've got it all the way back, which I will have to change this tilt wheel, raise up the steering wheel a little bit. Okay, so it comes out and in, which I think it has easy exit and entry, so that steering wheel will move whenever we start it up too. And it does have premium audio, which is JBL. Green Edge is that brand. And you can set these very easy by holding set and then holding the number. Once you get it with the 6-way positioning here, 8-way positioning actually, and you have your lumbar support for how much firmness in the back you want here, so it'll blow up, so you can make them really comfortable, leaning back, forward, backwards. And then what is this one doing? Oh, okay. This one's lifting up the air in the seat. The other one's for the air in the back and for the back part of the chair. So let's go ahead and start this puppy up. Foot on the brake. Welcome back. Got a Toyota symbol. So it's got 72,578 miles. BCM is on, which is our blind spot monitoring system that we just went over right here. That lights up orange, and that's probably hard to see with the window down too. They are also defrosted mirrors, so in the winter they'll defrost with ice, but that right there is the blind spot that we were talking about just a moment ago. And you can turn that on and off at ease. You've got your heated steering wheel. Let me back this up so it's more clear. Our heated steering wheel here, our parking assist, turning it on and off. Now what that does is when you're in reverse, you get a bird's eye view on, bird's eye view on the right side of the camera, and then on the left side, you kind of get this parking assist that's crisscrossed, and it'll sense if anything's close. Now you got 3 different views also here, or 3 different looking lines it looks like. Oh, no, you get different views too. So that one's more of a wide shot, and that's more straight on. I wonder how you get to the down shot. Oh, and you can just change if you don't want the lines, or if you want the yellow or the X's, or however. That's kind of cool. Well, I like that. Oh, and that's I guess the more straight down view. Anyway, you get the picture. So you can see the car next to us, so that helps you not, you know, accidentally hit something when you're parking. Now this is your all-wheel drive lock. This is your snow mode. So all-wheel drive and snow mode's a little bit different. You can be in mud. All-wheel drive mode's fine for that. Snow and ice, hit snow mode. And it has the technology to know when to transfer. Now my heated seat's on because I feel my tushy getting warmer. So let's turn that off, put that on 0. Now if we want the vented seat on, we'll turn it this way. And you got 3 settings, you know, 3 being the highest. Cup holders here, traction control off, and that is your hill assist. I don't think I finished over here. Auto lights, this is your auto disengage, which a lot of people hate this thing, but that just turns it off. Like that means if you're driving and you get to a red light and this is on, like right now it's on, if I hit the button, it turns it off. That little A off button, now it's on. So that means if you get to a red light and you come to a complete stop, you feel like your engine died and your RPMs will go to 0. But the minute you let your foot off the brake, you don't have to restart it, it comes back on. Just does it to save gas. Some people really do not like it. It does save gas, but some people are like, just aren't used to that feeling of, oh, my car died, you know, like, but your car didn't die. It's technology. Even though it's weird, because I've always heard if you're just running inside the house, it saves more gas to leave your car running than it does to turn it off and turn it back on. Now you can hit that view button over there and it gives you a complete 360 view around you. So we see the car next to us in the video there, and then it goes over top. So checking our safety surroundings before we even go. And I did that by just hitting this button here. Then we have a back hatch opener there, and this I believe is our auto windshield wipers. So if you want auto windshield wipers, if you don't, then you can just use them normally, you know, like that. But if you want the auto ones, you know, to sense how hard it's raining, same with the auto lights. Through here, let's see. Oh. Well, radio works fine. There we go. Through here, let's see here, stop and start after. No, so once you get your Bluetooth hooked up in here, it also has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, which you would hook up through your USB ports, which you would find, oh, down here. So you've got the old school kind of Lido charger, and then you've got 2 fast charging 2.1 USBs here, as well as an aux cord and another data 3.0 USB here for Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. You would hook that up there. Or you can just do wireless Bluetooth and listen to music and it'll come up. Now, if you do the USB here, your whole phone screen can show up right here. And it'll show Google Maps, it'll show Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, whatever app you use to listen to music on. It'll show the name and the album cover of the song, and you can have it split half and half, with half like kind of like how this is now. This is the built-in navigation, but it'll show your Google Maps, and then you can actually hit a button and go home. Actually, I've got charger right, well, actually if I plug it up it will stop the video, but anyway, I can take pictures of it and show you, but it'll end the video. But nice wood grain here. It's got some baseball stitching along this, right along here, with a little bit of chrome. It almost looks like you can store some stuff through here also. Let me get you a wider shot. Now this is deeper than my grandmother's purse, Miss Eula, down here, and you have an extra 12 volt 120 watt old school charger down here, man. And that's very deep, lots of storage space, but it does come with this container to hold change. And once you have it in, you can slide it if you need to get something up front or up back, so you don't have to take it out every time. Then you just close it. This front one here, that's another easy way for you to get in it if you get it slid to the back. These hold your cup holders in really well. You can take it out easy to clean. As far as that goes, that cooled seat is kicked on full force and it is very nice. You also have the auto dimming mirrors, so if someone bright lights you from the rear, it will not blind you. It will auto dim, and you can turn that on or off at any point that you wish. Let's make sure the sunroof works. It's got a bug catcher on it, looks like it does. And it also goes back to the second row back here. So the kids or whomever, kids or adults, sitting in the second row can look up at the stars. Even if you have, it works a lot really best, I think, whenever you've got just the top open or the cloth part open, but both glasses are closed. So people can look up the stars at night. It's open. It makes you feel like you're out in nature, but you're not actually exposed to the elements because it is closed in. And then you just, oh, I guess you gotta hold that back. And it'll close all the way. Oh, no, I'll let go. I think you just gotta hold it for a couple seconds, then it'll auto the rest of the way. You got garage door openers 1, 2, and 3 that you can set. Sunglass holder. Now this is like every mom loves this because it's like a mirror built in to where you can see your kids in the back seat there, you know, like making sure they're not doing anything bad. If you have a baby, like I have a newborn 3-month-old, making sure that, you know, nothing bad's going on. If you're seeing some flickering on the screen here, it's nothing wrong with the screen. It's not flickering here in person. It's the frame rate difference between my phone and the screen. Now when I focus on the screen, it stops, but if I focus elsewhere, it'll start up like that. Yep. So that's just the frame rate difference between the hertz on the monitor and refresh rate and the frames per second on the video on my phone. But yeah, I think that's almost everything. I already went over the WeatherTech formats up front here. And I really do think that wood grain is really pretty. You got a lock on your glove box here, original owner's manual, plenty of service history records. It's one owner. It has been certified with us. Right here it shows my doors open. There's plenty of other stuff I didn't go through, I guess here, which I can show you. This is your pre-collision, I was telling you. This is the sensitivity. See how it's got 4 different ones? Push to change pre-collision system sensitivity. So that will, like I said, it can brake faster than any human being can possible. So it'll stop you from wrecking. So if they did hit somebody, they had it off like that. You just turn it off if you don't like it and you trust your driving. But say a deer hops out, or someone else wrecks in front of you, you know, but you get to decide how far you want the range out on that. But I think that and blind spot detection are 2 of the best safety features. You got lane assist as well. Lane assist steering on. That's where if you go too close to the mayonnaise or the mustard on the side of the road, it will actually keep you straight. It won't let you go over the line. And then if you don't like it to where it actually moves the wheel for you, because I thought it was really cool at first, and after a couple of days I was like, I can drive myself. I turn it off, but I still want the warning for it to let me know, like, hey, you're kind of on the line, and it'll come up and just let you know, boop, boop, like, hey, you're on the line. And then you can put the sensitivity on that to high, standard, whichever. Sway warning, yes. Sway sensitivity, standard, low, high. As far as that goes, like if you're swaying. It also will can tell if you are paying attention to the road, and if it feels like you've been driving too long and you're kind of not paying attention, it'll say take a break, and a cup of coffee will come up and it'll offer you to take a break. Power mode. Okay, is this, this must be like a sports mode. Oh yeah, it definitely is. So power mode, it turned red back there. That's going to give you some more torque, some more horsepower, but you're going to get less fuel economy. Like right now we got eco mode on. That's eco indicator. I think eco is just it's automatically stop and start, extend, standard, push to balance, stop and start, and AC output, push to prolong, stop and start. So that's just how much, what I was talking about here, how long you want it to do that. Anyway, I'm probably boring you. You got tons of stuff here as well. DVD player, AM, FM radio, Apple CarPlay, Bluetooth, aux cord, any way you want to do it. You do have a traffic, so like traffic events, it updates every, I think, 3 minutes. So like, you know, right here it tells you stuff to avoid if there was a wreck or anything currently. Predictive traffic map, you know, you can kind of go through it and see, you know, once you type in your destination. You can also just hit, where's this at? Oh, this is for the adaptive cruise control, 1, 2, 3, or 4 in front of you once you hit your cruise control on there. And there's tons of different things that you can do. You know, like I just changed it on the steering wheel to XM radio. That was the doors, I think. And then you can do the volume too, as well as switch it. And mode goes, it hits it from the different XM to iHeart. You got iHeart radio on here, Alexa. So you have the Amazon Alexa built in, so you can say, hey Alexa. That's actually, does it say that there? No, okay. But you can say, hey Alexa. I think you have to have your, let's see here. With Alexa, you can play music, get directions, control smart home devices, and more just by asking. Get started. Push to use it. Push to talk, or simply say, Alexa. Okay, unable to reach Alexa network. So you need your phone hooked up. But it does have a Bluetooth hotspot, but you have to pay so much a month for that. But if your phone has internet on it, then you just hook your phone up to it, either through USB or through Bluetooth, and the Alexa will work. Either one, very simple, which I can actually do that for you as well. I don't mind. But yeah, no, everything up front looks great. Let's check out the back. Hit this button, and it'll open up the rear for you there. You also got that on the keys, on our key fob here. So very nice looking rear. This is with the third row up. Very easy to clean. It is very clean already, but also very easy to clean, and also very easy to put down if you need more room. And same thing with the second row. So this lays completely flat with the third row down if you don't use it much. But if you do, and you have grandkids or you know, friends to go on trips, then easy access with the captain's chairs in the second row there. I believe your spare tire, man, should be, yep, jack's under there, and the spare tire is actually under the car. I'll show you that here momentarily. And then you get done throwing your groceries back there, you just push that. There's your backup camera. This locks it, this little button here. Rear windshield wiper, shark antenna up there. These you can actually raise up 2 inches and use for luggage or kayaking or anything of that nature. Now in the back here, we've also got, it looks like heated seats in the back, so not just up front. And you also have your temperature control from the back, so you can just hit auto, set it to 68 degrees, and it's pointing straight out. Now our vents are up here, LED lights for reading, hit that. And then they also have, I mean, this is a really cool feature, 2 fast charging USB ports for the people in the back. They need to charge their phone. And you have just a regular like 2-prong outlet. So if you want to, you know, bring a microwave, make some popcorn, because you can actually watch movies on that thing up there. Although I wouldn't do that while driving, but maybe the passengers. Or if you want to hook up your vacuum cleaner and clean it out yourself instead of taking it to the car wash, you can do that and just kind of sweep it out a little easier. Now I do believe, yes, I knew that those raised up. but you keep them down, you know, very easily, so that way it doesn't obstruct your view. Extra safety harness up here for children, and both sides come with, if you have a baby like I do. This is why I've been looking at the Highlanders and the MDXs both, and the Lexus RX 350s and 450s. They all come with the sunshade, help keep the shade out of the baby's eyes. Now the windows are already slightly tinted, so it's not like the baby would be getting a lot of sun in their eyes anyway, and hopefully you've got her in a good car seat with a shade holder over top. You can raise these up and down. Seat belts are easy to get to. Super clean in here. Like, I mean, I can't get over it, and it's a super sharp vehicle. It's a Toyota that's been through 130 plus point inspection here. I've worked at 2 other car dealerships before this, and yeah, I'm not just saying this because I work here now, but the first thing I noticed, me and my fiance bought our house in Lexington in October. First thing I noticed, hang on, I'll pop the hood, was how particular they are about what they put on their lot. And, you know, not hating on my last job because I loved who I worked for, but at the same time, like, it's just a lot easier when I sell 15 cars a month on average. I've yet to have one person complain about the way it drives. Any of them, the way they drive, the way they handle, anything like that. So let me find the latch here. So we can look under the hood. All right, so the Highlanders come with a 3.5 liter V6 engine. It does have eco mode. Toyota is very good about keeping all this here. Even though they're our competitor, Toyota and Lexus, we're Acura, which is the luxury version of Honda. Toyotas, Hondas, Lexus, Acura, those are the brands that are going to last you the longest. Everything looks really clean. It sounds really good. New belts, they took care of that. There's no manifold, no header leaks. I don't see any corrosion on the battery. I see a little dirt there, but no corrosion or grime or anything like that. That's to be expected for, it's normal. But yeah, everything looks and sounds great under here. And if this were to, you know, knock on wood, engine were to ever catch fire, these actually melt off, and this whole thing here comes down to smother the fire out. That's what that's there for, in case you didn't know. But yeah, high LED lights with fog lights on it as well. 360 sensors as far as that goes. So the fact that we've got this one listed at the price we do, because it was at $40,000. Okay, that's just bird group. I'm trying to see, make sure, and it's got a very nice pearlescent coat on it. I don't know if you can see the coating or not in the shine, but very beautiful pearlescent coat. Nice chrome trim around the back tail lights there at the bottom. This is the only thing I've seen so far, and that might be able to be buffed out, but that's really not noticeable unless you're right up on it. Other than that, it's just where it needs to be washed. Nice chrome rims. I believe these are 17s, 17-inch ones. Oh, these are 19s. Wow, okay. So you got chrome 19-inch rims with brand new Michelin Defenders on them. Those are like the top of the line. The tread is, I mean, these are brand new tires put on it. No rust under the rockers. Very clean, very, very clean underneath. So this car has been very well taken care of. The previous owners obviously kept it in the garage. I feel like most of the miles on it are highway miles considering the year. It's very new, 2019. And they probably had a job where they just had to drive on the highway like in about an hour commute one way or so, and then ended up getting rid of it. But I feel like I went over everything. If you feel like I missed anything, you just let me know. As far as that goes, I mean, there's a lot of other tech stuff I could have went over, but I didn't want to bore you with that or overcomplicate it. Caution lights are here. You can auto on that. You can do different, like if your passenger's hot and you're cold, they want it on 75, you want it on 66, great. If you want it on the same, you just hit sync, boom, and that one goes back to 66. you know, change your fan speed, change the direction, defrost, whatever, change if you want it circulated in or out, rear temperature from here, eject on the disc, no disc in there now, play, tune, scroll, home. I know on apps we went over the traffic. There's a lot in setup. It's got its own navigation. You got the Apple CarPlay navigation, which you'll love. Driver Easy Speak, which is great to have. That's a whole other thing to get into. Vehicle customization. I mean, it's got all lights. You can change the door lock settings. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff that you can do with this vehicle. But just making sure I'm not missing anything. But yeah, this is Levi signing off. Trying to think. I know that there's an app you can actually download on your phone to, you know, remote start, which, you know, you got that on your key fob, and control the climate and everything else in here. But yeah, you got premium sound, every safety feature possible, eco mode, third row, all-wheel drive vehicle. That's a Toyota, one owner, clean title. Had that one incident on the Carfax, but it looks like it didn't even do any damage, or if it did, then they had it fixed at a professional grade body shop, so you can't tell it because it said on the Carfax that it was up front, and I don't see a scratch anywhere up front. So it looks very, very clean, very sharp vehicle. Great for someone who's looking for a medium to large SUV. I wouldn't say it's definitely not the largest SUV. It's not like a Yukon or anything, but it's a small third row, you know, and you can fit 7 people in there very, very comfortably. 8 would be a tight squeeze, and you still got plenty of cargo room. And this thing could last you 400,000 miles if you take care of it and keep up with the you know, maintenance and everything on it. But I feel like I've been very thorough, but if you think I missed anything, you let me know. But yeah, like I said, Levi signing off. I will talk to you soon. Thank you.